So they found the ringleader of the Somali fraud scam in Minnesota.
I'm not really sure that this is news. Like, I mean, not all the way. I should be feeling like Gomer Pyle right now.
Surprise, surprise, surprise.
But instead, I feel like...
What else is new?
Why is this the #1 selling jelly bra on TikTok shop right now?
Because men are pigs? It's what a woman would say, probably. I don't know. Are you going to tell me with your crock-pot-shaped head having...
So a lot of the early feminist thinkers view Satan as the liberator of women.
He is, and he did. Fun fact, though, he liberated all of us. Yeah. Now we're free to pay $4,000 a month for a no-bedroom apartment. Isn't Satan great, you jiggly bitch?
Elizabeth Stanton, who is the author of the Woman's Bible, took out all the parts that she thought were not great for women in the Bible and rewrote it entirely herself. And feminism is directly opposed to the Bible because the villain of the Bible, Satan, they idolize as this great liberator of women. Satanism is worshiping the self. It's very important to understand that the history, the link between Satan worship and worship of the self and rejecting the hierarchy of God and man is the root of modern day feminism.
The movies always tell the truth. What if I told you that there might be some other reasons that we want Greenland?
I would say, what other reasons could there be? Because I can't believe that America wouldn't do its duty to the American people. I couldn't.
What are you doing?
I'm editing a YouTube video.
Okay, it's time for dinner.
Okay.
Not just movies. People like George Orwell with 1984. Maybe he knew what was going to happen. This look familiar? This is George Orwell's 1984 map. You can see US in the blue and all of what it owns. That seems a little bit too close when you look at the geopolitical landscape right now. And of course you heard about Apophis, which is the god of destruction, they say. And ancient tech from a guy who was right about a whole lot of stuff. And then we start talking about the president's third term. I mean, y'all, this is just outrageous. So let's start right here. There's a movie made that's called Greenland, in which they were the only location that can survive the apocalypse or Apophis, which even ancient manuscripts talk about. And remember, I just showed you yesterday, the president said we'll take Greenland with or without problems.
I would like to make a deal, the easy way, but if we don't do it the easy way, we're going to do it the hard way.
Speaking of the hard way, the U.S. State Department just released this video on what it was like to do the Venezuelan raid and about their technology that can make people bleed out their nose, throw up, vomit, and pass out. Which, by the way, is the same exact thing that Venezuelan bodyguards are talking about. The bleeding out of their nose. Really crazy. And coincidentally, at the same time, we not only have a Trump insider talking about he will have a third term despite the 22nd Amendment, they already have a plan, but also, the president said while he was running, my beautiful Christians, vote this one last time, you won't have to do it no more. And then we have this theorist who I believe passed away in 2018, look into it, where he's talking about how Greenland has ancient tech under the ice.
Well, the spacecraft that is anchored in the center of Greenland created the last ice age 50,000 years ago. It's a weather machine. It's 55 miles wide, 300 miles long, and 2 miles high. People that lived in it were called the Mois.
How do you know that, man? I swear to God, these dudes. It's like if you don't agree with them, you're a loony bin. But how do you know this?
I don't know and I don't have to know. I've been fired.
But I'll tell you right now, the thoughts that you have are not your own.
Here we go again. Nah, for real, man.
Now my thoughts aren't mine? Yeah, try telling your wife that when she finds your porn stash.
You think they're your own. They're not your own thoughts.
Right.
Like, where do they come from? Like, all you are is a decision maker. That's it. And like the difference between us and like a schizophrenic person, everybody's hearing the voices, regardless of whether they realize it or not. The difference between us and a schizophrenic person is the schizophrenic person recognizes it's not them having the thoughts. That's the difference. And like people that are very high elitist involved in the occult, they all hear demons. I mean, Les Wexner, I think his name, the guy that gave Jeffrey Epstein his first mansion.
Yes.
Like, he even admits in an interview, he says, well, how do you make your decisions on what you should buy or do with your stocks? And he goes, I listen to my golem. His golem is a demon. It's a Jewish term. But like, he's listening to a demon. And he straight up says it. I listen to my golem. Like, what are you talking about? Like, bro, he's schizophrenic. Like, but you wouldn't look at that guy and go, oh, that guy's schizophrenic. You would look at him and go, oh, he's successful. Oh, he's great. No, bro, he's listening to demons. You want to know the difference between him and the person in the crazy ward? Is the person in the crazy ward is like saying, no, I'm not going to do that terrible thing. But that guy I guarantee you that dude's probably doing some wicked stuff. That's why he's successful. That's why he's making so much money doing what he's doing. Because the demons will bless you when you continue to do the wicked stuff they want you to a lot of times. There's some people that build success and they build it off of honesty and truth and they become very wealthy and it's good. Right. And then there's some people that build success off of corruption and wickedness. Correct. And you can see the two difference. And it's very like you can see the dichotomy.
The energy is different. You
can totally tell. And when you meet those people, you're like, okay, this person's obviously the type of person that has built what they have with corruption. And it's like they'll and that's because they're listening to demons.
Busta Rhymes gives Big Rube a book, a whole little pale horse. Big Rube reads the book like in a day. And he just one day in the dungeon, he was like, hey, bro, everybody need to read this. And everybody was like, oh, okay. Rube say, that's what we do. And after we read that book, we went to the studio and we put the record Cell Therapy down. It was the last record of the album.
Wow. So that was inspired by that book.
Inspired, took everything out that book and we put it in a song. And
that's crazy.
It was amazing that during the pandemic, Cell Therapy became bigger than it ever became because it was like everybody's sitting at home and like, yo, what is this we in?
Yeah.
And the only record they could come up with was Cell Therapy.
I gotta admit, I didn't understand this stuff when it came out. I didn't think it was whack. I just didn't get it.
Check it out. The next time you do it, this your last warning. You did it to me twice. Stop disrespecting me, bro. I don't know you. Don't let her get you in trouble. Because you a guy, bro. Stop doing that. Don't let a female get you in trouble. It's very disrespectful.
I mean, we walked away.
I don't know you. You don't know me. Right. Don't do me like that. I'm going through something in my life. I just lost my mother. I don't need no weird people sticking their fucking camera in my face. You hear what I'm saying? Don't do it again.
No, sorry.
So last word, I'm telling you, don't play with me. I don't know you. Don't play with me. I'm gonna get you.
Yes, you almost got murdered. Stop playing with people like that, especially black people. Black people don't even be playing with black people like that. We know already. She don't need no man. What? Lonely bitches online. She don't need no man. What? That's gin in that cup. Drunk bitches. She don't need no man. Lonely bitches online. Yeah. Illuminati, y'all.
So there's evil and demonic symbolism hidden in plain sight in logos and symbols that we look at every single day. The Disney logo, 666. And then when they want to use Walt Disney and they do a different D, 666. The App Store logo, it's actually just the Masonic symbol. And the Freemasons G is actually just the Google G. The symbol for Google Chrome is 666. Chrome stands for is Adrena. I'm not going to say it, but you know what I'm talking about. The CERN logo is just sixes. And then right outside of the CERN headquarters is the Hindu god of destruction, Lord Shiva. This is pretty much the equivalent of having Satan himself outside of your headquarters. Coca-Cola, 666. When cola mirrors itself, you get Baphomet himself. Pepsi, 3 sixes, also with an all-seeing eye. Heineken, inverted, is 666 with an upside-down star. And we all know what an upside-down star symbolizes. Mickey Mouse, MM on its side is 33. Ford, 666. Tesla logo is an upside down triple K hat. Kellogg's upside down, you get 3 sixes. Kleenex upside down, you get 3 sixes. CBS, the all-knowing, the all-seeing eye of Satan. When TV began, the Illuminati and the Masons already had their plan. Time Warner Cable, another all-seeing eye. You don't accidentally create 3 sixes in your logo. Google Play is the exact symbol of the seal of Satan. And you get that none of this stuff is a reach, like it's all completely intentional. They do all of this stuff to mock us and put it right in our faces. Everything is in plain sight for us, and it all comes back to this.
Well, one of the things in here I truly didn't get was the Tesla thing until I did it like this, and it looks like a witch's hat. So there's that.
It's clubs in the city niggas don't even know about. Underground, bull, like something like that. When I tell you it's another level of this city, I'm telling you, I'm just getting invited to the door of the door. Like I knew where it was at, but they used to be like, you ain't welcome here. Yeah. Like now we could go up to the door. They letting me look and be like, oh shit, she in there? Oh, my man in there too? They like, Bleak, few more months, you could be in here too.
Look how he looking at the camera. Bleak, a few more months. Few more months, Bleak. You could be right in here. Few more months, Daddy.
I'm fooling y'all, man. I was fooling y'all. Those was jokes. Woo!
That's not what he meant. You stupid if you thought he meant anything other than what he said.
It's that level. I'm telling you, New York is three sides of New York, man. You can really enjoy it, especially when I go through the eyes of Hope. Think we don't like the traffic. Why? We the one behind the wheel. Hope's in the back of that Maybach like this, haircut. So the traffic don't affect him. Then you pulling up in your building at your own penthouse.
It's a different vibe.
When it's time to eat, I'm not going on the west side.
Nah.
On the east side. We going to the penthouse. We going to Central
level.
Park West. It's restaurants in them buildings you don't even
never even know.
Can't even get in.
Nah.
If the penny is leaving, what does that tell you? You don't know? That's exactly the problem. They say it's about the cost of metals, inflation, efficiency. But listen close. This is how systems change without resistance. They don't rip cash away overnight. They remove it slowly. Coin by coin, bill by bill. The penny is small, so people don't care. But once you accept that disappearing, the rest is easy. This ain't random, it's conditioning. And while this shift is happening, most people are still focused on one thing.
Oh, that's just me. I thought he was gonna say that. Sorry, I'm the only perverted person in America. Sorry, women in the audience. It's only me.
Not gonna lie, I'm barely breaking my pornography habit.
Wait, what did you say?
Not gonna lie, I'm barely breaking my pornography habit. I don't hear it talked about that much from women, but I definitely had an issue.
So, women in the audience, stop shaming me, please. Telling your husbands, this guy's a jerk. I can't believe you watched that guy. It's not just me. It's also her. So, holier than thou much? Anyway, what was you saying, bruh?
Working harder for paper money that loses value every fucking year. The penny isn't the end. It's the signal. And most people just missed it.
As this ice blizzard continues to track and also continues to move more down south, people are noticing very weird things completely unrelated on radars and completely unrelated in the sky. We even have people taking pictures of thunder snow, something that's so unlikely, it's less than 1% overall. How would it even happen in the first place?
H-A-A-R-P, that's what it is. H-A-A-R-P, no it ain't. H-A-A-R-P, that's what it is. H-A-A-R-P, it's global warming. That's what it is. It's tell him, John.
We shall propose further cooperative effort between all the nations in weather prediction and eventually in weather control.
Well, we don't know what's happening, so we should just shut the fuck up and stop being hypochondriacs. Because I think we should just do that. Is what I think. So yeah. Well, what was you saying though, Henry?
We'll get to the outlook in a minute. Already, stores all the way from Texas to South Carolina are all being cleared out. Bread, toilet paper, milk, you name it. Now 1000% unrelated from the snowstorm and all this stuff, we just caught these things in the sky doing something. We don't know what they're doing, but they're definitely doing something. Unrelated to what appears to be the path of the storm. But check this out, they're being led by helicopters. A whole bunch of helicopters and these weird planes dumping all this weird stuff. It's crazy. Now check out this beam of light that's literally at the start of the storm, and the beams follow all the way through to the east. Some completely wild and unrelated stuff. Just thought it was pretty cool, so I wanted to show you guys. And also completely unrelated from this guy right here who just found snow in his yard and it would not melt on top of his furnace. Like, remember last year that same exact thing was happening? And also the completely rare thunder and the lightning in the midst of a blizzard right in this location. I mean, come on, just wild, right? The weather never ceases to amaze me these days. And so this once in a lifetime ice storm, which reminds people of what happened in Texas years ago when all the power went out and a lot of people lost their life, gained strength and is now heading more south. Remember, the more southern you go, the more they cannot deal with this kind of weather. They're calling for even 18 to 24, maybe more inches of snow in some locations along this route. I mean, crazy. Many meteorologists are also saying there will be a loss of life and the power even may go out for weeks. As I told you in the last video, that a whole bunch of utility trucks are getting ready to head out all over here to supply people and maybe get their lights back on, hopefully soon. Are you in the path of the storm? Let me know.
Do you think there's even one single logical reason behind why they would give us, the public, access to being able to create AI videos?
Yes, I can. So when you see something online, you could say, oh man, Honest Adonis made that. That's not real. Jesus is not black.
Seriously, why do you think they would even give us something like this?
I'm being serious. So when they declassify documents and someone says, yo, look at the JFK assassination, the driver actually did it. Somebody else could say, man, that's AI, man. You fell for that. Oh God, I bet you believed she actually loved you. What a simp.
Why would they give us the ability to make any video we want of anyone doing anything? Every single thing that they show us or tell us about or give to us is for a manipulative purpose. And no, it's not so that the billionaires can make even more money. In terms of money, us being able to create AI videos is not profitable for them. One of the reasons why they gave us access to it is for discrediting. Now, anything that happens and anything that you see, it can just be called AI. Another reason is to just create mass confusion and division. Also, once you're confused enough and you're no longer able to tell what's really happening, you're gonna lose faith in your ability to be able to trust anyone. You're not gonna trust anything that you see or hear, and you're just gonna do what's easy. And the easy thing to do is just listen to the ones at the top, and the ones that you assume have been real this entire time. But AI has been around for a long time. And this is something that like only 5% of people are even thinking about. AI is not something that's new, and everyone really needs to understand that. And there's just one more main reason why I think they gave it to us. Now, we already don't know what's real and what's not, and we haven't for a long time, but we're just starting to realize that. But soon enough, the ones in power will also claim that they don't know who or what is real. And this will be one of their reasons behind why they now have to implement digital IDs.
You guys, I just saw one of the scariest videos I've seen on the 17 from Instagram. This person did give me permission to share their video. There was a ghost in the middle of the road and they caught it on their dash cam. If you didn't catch that, I slowed it down. But the rear camera did not catch it. Check this out. Look right here. There's no one there. What is that? That's crazy. What's the craziest thing about this is they both reacted and the camera caught it. Like, what? It looks like a person in like khaki colored pants, white shoes, and a black shirt. How do you explain that?
This is a little unnerving, but I can't focus because of the nose ring theory. Some of you guys leave that in the comment what the nose ring theory is, because I don't know. But I am distracted by her nose ring.
It's so scary. The whole video is on their Instagram. I think it's Bina Meow. Let me know in the comments what you guys think this is, or if you've ever seen anything like that. And if you've had a story on the 17, send it over. I'd love to read it.
Nara ko dirihan! Nara ko dire!
Barack Yahuwah family, I know you guys just seen that clip probably, or I'm going to play the clip at some point of that one person that's on the table because they have rabies or whatever. I feel like one thing that's really being slept on, that's not being talked about, is simply the fact that at some point there's going to be another virus and disease. And I'm not going to go into detail for obvious reasons, but, you know, because of the algorithm and whatnot. But what I will say is that what's coming, the doctors and the scientists, they're not going to even know what it is. And what's coming is going to be so deadly, and it's going to take out a lot of people, right? And that's why in the Bible in Psalm 91, see, when it says that 10,000 may fall at your left and 1,000 at your right, that number is not just for metaphor. It's not just for a good Sunday sermon, right? That number in some cases will be literal, because what is happening, what is occurring, what is going on right now it's the preparation stage. See, this is truly the calm before the storm, right? When the beast system fully...
I'm making this face because I'm like, yo, it storms every day. It's 10G. That's available right now. Birds is falling out the sky. Fish is dying, washing up on shore. Sharks don't know where they're supposed to be at. Whales don't know where they're supposed... This is calm? This is calm. It must be about to get crazy in another 45 minutes.
Rises and they teach. They're going to say that this was the calm times before everything went crazy. Like, they're going to view this as right now, as this everyday chaos we have going on. This is going to be viewed as the calm times. Okay? And with that being said, we have to be praying, because a lot of us, and I've been guilty of this too lately, but we're not praying enough. We have to go into overdrive on prayer. These Satanists, man, these people that are out here that really do this for...
They really pray daily, minutely, hourly. Is that what he's going to say?
For the kingdom of darkness, for real. They're in churches, they're in their satanic churches, they're in their Masonic lodges, they're staying overnight praying, like literally fasting, and we have to honestly be doing the same. I'm not saying you gotta fast every single day. I'm not saying that you...
What I'm saying is, they doing that.
To pray every second, but it has to be a consistent repetition, like with anything else we do in this life. When you're not, like for example, when you're not reading the word with your eyes, listen to the word. Eshawn Burgundy is a great music person for R&B, rap, you name it. For coming out of this world, if you want to listen to good edifying music using the real names, Eshawn Burgundy is that dude. When you're not listening to the word, talk about the word like I'm doing now in this video. Make a video, start a conversation. Okay?
We can't really, we can't, because don't nobody really want to hear that. I mean, it just is what it is, and I'm being honest. Christians, you know, these young kids, they don't want to hear that. So I don't even be talking to them about that, man. And it's like your friends that you would talk about that with them, they live across the country. Like we've all grown apart. We've got children, we've got mortgages, lives, wives, side girlfriends, some of my guys, and a wife, a mistress, and all of that stuff. And then some of my homegirls, same thing. She got a couple of dudes, baby, dad, husband, and a boyfriend. I can't say that she's not a Christian. She's just, you know, it's difficult. I know she believes in Christ and everything like that, so I'm not throwing no stones at her. I'm just saying it's not as easy as a lot of people try. So it's tough. It is difficult. I'm not making excuses. I'm just saying it's tough.
When you're not talking about the word, okay, meditate on the word in your mind. Sit in silence, just like this, and just talk to the Most High. You know, the most important in your person in your life. Do you text them once a day? Probably not. So why would you only talk to the Most High once a day? You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't. So with that being said, like, we have to be ready, you know, because I remember Stephen Darby spoke this word, but the last day saints are not going to be we are not just a regular soldier in the army of Yahuwah. Now, that's not bad if you know you're what would be considered a regular, I don't know. But the terminology of what I'm trying to say here is that these last day saints, we are like Navy SEALs for the army of Yahuwah because of what we're going through and what we're enduring and what some of us and what we're going to have to endure through the collapse. And so that's going to come with a bunch of viruses and disease. Like, this place is about to be eaten up by disease, okay? Now, with that being said, I just want you guys to pray. I'm not telling you this to scare you, but to be a vessel to prepare your mind, heart, and soul for the things to come. I love you. I'll see you in the next video, family. Shalom.
Imagine a machine so powerful, it can rip apart the fabric of reality.
Before you be like, man, what's with all this religious stuff? Forget the religion part. Let's look at the realistic part. He wrote CERN, but I think he meant to write CERN. They really punched open holes in other dimensions. I don't think it's just propaganda. They really did that. They were really trying to do that for who knows how long CERN has been open. I don't know, but you guys leave it in the comments. You know how long CERN has been open. They founded CERN with that goal. Let's punch open holes in other dimensions. Let's make portals. Let's put portals all around the world so that the Antichrist can visit every place in the world. Nah, that's not what that is. I got dementia. Don't listen to me, y'all.
You guys, what is this? I'm in the light, and this is what I see. Like, why?
That's crazy stuff. That's definitely a Wendigo. Something's messing with the geese. Get the dogs riled up and chickens. What the hell is that? Ugh. Definitely a Wendigo. So we almost got a full moon. Can you see it? Yeah, almost a full moon out there. Hear that in the background? That's definitely something up there. Look.
So we found a video of Justin Bieber's wife, Hailey Bieber, coming out saying that she did witchcraft to get Justin Bieber. Yes, I know that sounded crazy. It was crazy when I seen the video, but it is in fact true. Check out this clip.
Last but not least, this is a little tincture potion that I got. I would say probably when I was around 12, my dad flew me to go meet with this witch who lived in the mountains, and she made this specifically for me. She told me that it would make a young Canadian pop star fall in love with me. So yeah, I've been taking this one for years. Absolutely love it. And yeah, thanks, Dad.
We also see different pictures like this. We see her messing with different crystals like this. And now we see Justin Bieber like this. Last time I seen somebody like that was Ben Affleck with J-Lo. And we know exactly how J-Lo got Ben Affleck, and it was through witchcraft. We know that J-Lo does witchcraft because her first husband told us. He told us how they went to the witch doctor. He told us how different animal blood was poured all on J-Lo. This is what her first husband said. So we understand that if somebody does witchcraft to get a man, they may get him. That happiness will not last. That joy will not last. Sooner or later, they will be tormented. And the energy inside of them will be drained. I don't know who's seen the last performance with Justin Bieber with SZA, but it truly was heartbreaking to see and looked like a cry for help. The boy needs help. Now, I pray that's not the situation with Hailey, but if it is, deliverance needs to be happening. And Justin needs to come on home to the Lord. Meaning he needs to repent, get right with God, and come back into a place of submission. Only true peace lies in the Lord, Justin. Everything else is counterfeit. It's all bondage. It's all vanity. Come back home to the Lord. Allow deliverance to happen. Whatever has been come into agreement with, cancel it out in the name of Jesus. Pray for Justin, people. He definitely needs it.
What if I told you that before Beyonce, Oprah, Serena, the richest woman in America of the 20th century was an 11-year-old black girl? Sarah Rector was born in 1902 near Taft, Oklahoma.
I'm in Oklahoma.
What was then Indian Territory. As a descendant of African slaves listed as freedmen, she was allotted 159 acres of land under the Treaty of 1866. The parcel allotted to Sarah Rector was considered inferior, infertile soil, not suitable for farming, with better land being reserved for white settlers. In 1913, an oil well on her property struck a gusher, producing 2,500 barrels a day. News of her wealth quickly spread across the country, leading to loan requests, marriage proposals, and in fact, an effort to have her declared white by the Oklahoma legislature.
Why would they do that if this is even true? Because this is AI. The lady had the ring in her nose. They didn't wear those back then. She'd have been ostracized by society. So, if this is true, is why I said that was AI, why would the legislature do that? You guys leave it in the comments if you know, or if you even heard of this woman.
At that point, she left Tuskegee and with her entire family moved to Kansas City, Missouri. She purchased a house on 12th Street that is still there and known as the Rector House.
Before luxury labels knew the rhythm of the streets, Dapper Dan built a fashion empire with no permission. Harlem, early 80s. The block was buzzing. Drug dealers were the new dons.
Wait, this is creepy because these are pictures. This is AI making these things move.
Rappers were gods in training. And Dap, he was the tailor behind the throne, not out of Paris. Out of a 24/7 boutique in Harlem, where the lights never dimmed and the ideas never slept. He flipped bootlegs into blueprints, took Gucci, Louis, MCM, and made them ours. Cars dipped in Fendi, whole crews wrapped in monograms. He didn't just break the rules, he redesigned them until the brands came knocking, not with offers, but lawsuits. They shut him down in 92, but Harlem don't fold. Legends don't fade. 2 decades later, the same brands that raided him came back and asked to collaborate, because style may come from Paris, but flavor comes from 125th.
We all know she for the streets. I don't care who she was with before me. She mine now. The drugs, the guns, the money. For some reason, they knew exactly where the f everything was.
Well, we gotta find out who ratted.
Y'all know what time it is, man. Freestyle Friday. We got the reigning champ versus the challenger. Y'all touch mics and let's get it.
I'm gonna open up the studio tonight. But first, y'all gotta walk to Queens and get me some boiled fish sperm from the Japanese spot.
I used to say silly things like, where are all the good men at? Until I started taking accountability. Now I know I'm just a...
Maybe I am the problem. Maybe I am the problem. Maybe I am the problem.
Crackhead strength activated.
Baby, come get some of this egg roll.
You thought shit was sweet, mother? Yeah! Oh, wow. Didn't see you there. Welcome to my cooking show. Today, I will be cooking your long, no nipple having, long back having.
Thank you to my channel members. We said thank you. Ha! To my channel members. No diddy when I say member. Thank you to my channel members. Fuck you if you're not a member. Nah, I'm just kidding, but seriously, join. Thank you